The New Orleans Saints are opening up their season with the Cardinals. Going to be hosting them inside the Superdome. And right now they were a 6.5-point dog at home to start the season. Some of the news coming out for the Saints, they did release special teams standout JT Gray yesterday. Now, I know that was shocking for a lot of people. He has been just a mainstay for the team, and he's been somebody that you can count on. But sometimes when you get into a position where your roster is just kind of all over the place and it's not really solidified, unfortunately, special teams guys are the ones that typically go first. Because in a lot of people's minds, it's like, oh, I can find somebody that can, give us something close to what JT Gray gave us, even though he was a standout special teams guy. So it caught a lot of people by surprise. But I think Kellen Moore, and I think he said as much, he's like, look, it's kind of like, these roster decisions are difficult, but where we're at right now, like we needed more flexibility. Like we needed somebody that could help us on offense and defense a little bit more and also play teams.
Yeah, you're going to – unfortunately, with the roster from top to bottom that the Saints have, they have to try to make space for any playmaker they can get, not just a core special teams guy, unfortunately, because it seems like every really good team out there has a one or two, maybe three core special team guys that have been there a long time that every now and then make like that special teams Pro Bowl spot. Yeah. Like just the guy, like a linebacker that really never plays, but he's in year 14.
Yeah.
And he is the first one down on kickoff and somehow makes every single tackle on special teams. Like everybody's got that, but where you're at on the roster, yeah, I mean, you gotta try to find lightning in a bottle at different positions. So, unfortunately, as much as we talk about the importance of special teams, I mean, your roster's not quite as good. Sometimes, like those roster spots, the offense and defensive guys take a little precedence.
Yeah, and Kellen Moore's quote was, we know the high-quality player that he is, the impact that he's had on this organization just with the roster management part of this thing. Over the course of the season, throughout the next few weeks, there's a lot of challenges associated with that. It was a really tough one for this to go through. And again, like Matt said, you got a lot of questions right now when it comes to that roster, but certainly there's a lot of current players, former players that were upset to see this, but this is a roster that's going to continue to change throughout.
Yeah, and
the season.
I don't know if it's really known what position they were trying to make that extra spot, but I mean, just think about top to bottom. I mean, if you can sacrifice a core special teams guy to put an extra body in the offensive line room or some extra depth in the wide receiver room, like you do it at this point, because your goal right now in the 2025 season is to, of course, win as many games as possible, but really solidify what you are as an offense and get your questions answered at the quarterback position.
Right now, as I said, the Saints are a 6.5-point dog at home. ESPN matchup predictor gives them only a 40.6% chance to win this game. Now, I don't know what the Cardinals are going to be either. I don't really know what they're going to be, but look, it's going to be at home. It's going to be, an opportunity now for Spencer Rattler. He has been named the starting quarterback. It's going to be multiple weeks by the time you get to the game. Injuries, you're fairly healthy going into this game outside of the ones certainly that you've known about for a long time, like Foster Moreau and a Taysom Hill and some of the other guys that got hurt in training camp. I think Trevor Penning is listed as questionable in this game, so that's certainly something to pay attention to. But look, not a lot of fanfare going into the season for the New Orleans Saints, but they do have, I think, a winnable opening game.
Yeah, they do. Heck yeah, they do. Look, 6.5 points is a lot in the NFL. I was just listening to you talk about the ESPN percent. ESPN percentages are so crazy. Like 40% is like saying you're going to win 4 out of 10 times, right? Obviously. That doesn't equal out to plus 6.5 points when you look at it from a Vegas standpoint. So I think Vegas knows a little bit more than ESPN. Certainly, but that's a lot of points. Look, I'm hopeful. I'm a brand new Saints fan, guys. Just want y'all to know that. Since I've taken over this show, brand new baseball fan, brand new Saints fan. So we're going to be cheering. And hopefully we can make a little splash. I know there's probably a little bit of a split fan base out there. Some people want to tank. I don't think it's tank for Ark anymore, as of this week at least. Maybe next week. You never know. But look, the fact of the matter is NFL football starts this week. The Saints play this week. And for everybody that's a fan out there, whether you're excited or not excited about the entirety of the season or about the roster, we can at least get excited for the first game of the season, right?
Yeah, because if you can't get excited for this one, how many more times are you going to get a chance to get excited?
Who knows?
You know? Was it last year that the Saints started out 2-0? Was that just last year where they beat the Cowboys?
It was the Cowboys and the Panthers.
Yeah.
Set like a record for most points in the first 2 weeks. I mean, it was like 45-10.
2 weeks.
Yep.
And then like 42-7?
Oh, yeah, because that's when T was talking about the Carfax.
Yeah.
Don't make me mad.
Yeah.
T-Bob had his old booklet, dude. He was all about the Carfax.
All about the Carfax. Turns out you had a lemon.
Bro.
I got relentless text messages from him heading home from Shreveport during that game. I was listening to it on the radio, and T-Bob was like, hey, you suck. Hey, thanks, bud. It's like, how'd that turn out? We both sucked. It turned out, T-Bob.
And you know what? When we talked to Kellen Moore last week, like, he said it right there. What he said, it's a long season. Like, there's going to be parts where people are going to get excited. There's going to be parts where people are bad. Like, it's such a long season. That's why they call it like the when rookies go in, they hit that little rookie wall about week 11, 12, 13, where it's like, oh, good Lord.
Because you're used to your season being over.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we still got like 7 games.
Yeah, and you're used to like weeks where you play Long Island University instead of the Eagles the next week. And then, we got the Eagles. Yeah. Well, guess what? You're going to play – if you're like speaking for the Cowboys, like, the Cowboys, we got the Eagles this week. But next week, it's a little step back game. We got the Falcons. But then it's the Eagles again the next week. We've got to play them twice in the next 3 weeks. So it's like that's the NFL for you. It's every single week for 17 of them. So it's going to be so there's going to be times where we get upset, Saints fans. There's going to be some times we might get a little too high. Who knows? They win this game. Can't win them all if you don't win the first.
Yeah, but I am looking forward to seeing what it looks like under new head coach Kellen Moore, what it looks like with Spencer Rattler as a starting quarterback, and did we, truly see some of the things they're going to do out there offensively in the preseason? Don't think so. So excited for that, at least here in week number 1.